Hello guys, welcome back. It's David here. We got another class at CEG, and we're going to run through, it's going to be basically me dealing and talking out the dealing as I go, okay? So less specifics and more sort of putting it together. That's the hardest part of this game, is putting it together, right? Getting everything squared away. So what we're going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to put up just some basic bets. I don't know how much of this table can they see? Where can I go?
They can see this whole front,
the whole area?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So first off, we talk about operations in hand, all right? So we're going to assume the coming out roll, okay? And this is where a lot of people need practice, all right? Remember, from the outside in are the orders of priority, okay? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, just keep that in your head as a number, right? The further out it is, the higher the priority it is, except when you have a DC bet, okay? So if the roll is a 3 craps 3, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go outside. Always we're going to collect the losers first, right? Losers first, okay? And we go out to the furthest loser, okay? So if it was, well, right now we just sort of pass it. But anyway, so 2, 3, or 12, pass line's going to lose, and we're going to go out. The other thing is, keep in mind, this is your money, right? You're collecting this money. If you can, use one hand to pick up one color, the other hand to pick up the other color, if possible. If you're going like this, and you're just stacking this up without thinking about it, you're just making a little more work. So if you can, I get this a lot, you guys. So pick a hand for the odd color, okay? Pick a hand for the odd color, and as you go around, you know what I mean? Now, this money on the loser on the come out roll goes here, no other place. It goes right here, okay? Don't bring it into your stacks at first until you get more experience, okay? And don't bring it in, don't start creating new stacks, okay? You can't create new stacks, okay? It goes in just right here, boom, okay? Now when you go out, remember, whatever your furthest, the hand that's on the outside should be your dominant hand when you go to pay, right? So it's 3 craps as a roll. I'm gonna start here, all right? Just like that, all right? And then I'm gonna come back in, okay? It's that easy, all right? All right, now, let's pretend that I have other bets, other colors. Let's say I have a lot of dome players, all right? You know, just go out with the checks when you go to pay. Just do this. You don't pick all of the payouts into the come. Okay, that's not a good habit. All right, just go out with the stacks that you need. Boom, right? Just like this, this, 3 craps, 3 craps. Okay. Now, if you have a bet like this, $60, all right. At first, you might want to offsuit it. You can go out in the come just like this and just pay it like that, right? Or, you know, if you're going around, you could always just go like this. That's $60 too. You follow? You don't have to, like, you know, go through this whole thing and try to figure it out, especially, that's $60. Same thing, okay? Real easy. Just go out with the checks that you need and go in, all right? Now, if you have a really weird one, okay, if you come across a really weird bet like this, all right, you're going to want to break it down, okay, so everybody can see what you're doing. Pay it $42, and now here, you don't need to go like this, okay, it's not blackjack, right? You cut the money out, you already proved it, all right, all you do is stack it up and put it right there, $42, just that easy, okay? I'm teaching based on some things I saw you guys do, you know what I mean? You follow? So that's sort of what I'm kind of taking into account. All right, let's move back, let's get to a point. Now, when it comes to paying in the field, okay, something like this, right? You don't have to be too worried about what the placement is the field. There's no real order to the field. It's the order is the most convenient order. You don't want to cross hands. You don't want to go like this, you know, like crossing hands. You just want to come out with the checks you need. If you can pick the checks, that's great. Okay, so this first check is this. That's easy. And then here, boom. Okay. Simple as that. Anything up to 5 checks, you don't even have to do much with it, right? Because the cameras can see it. All right. All right. Now let's get to a point, okay? And let's identify some hand things. Okay. Right now I'm on second base. I'm on second base. Good Lord. All right. You know, another 10 years I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? So, all right. So I'm on second base. So my outside hand is my right hand, right? Which is basically my dominant hand. It's my strong hand for cutting checks, right? The problem is when you're on second base, your left hand, it needs to be the one that cuts the checks. No, that's okay. Don't worry about it, dude. It's adult school, you know. All right. So if I'm on second base and I'm pulling checks from here and breaking them down, I've got to use my inside hand, okay? Inside hand, the hand closest to the thing. That's why you guys need to do check drills, because you guys are still focused on your whatever your strong hand is, which for many of you is your right hand. If you first of all, you can't do this, okay? You can't pull it out like this. You know what I mean? Because if you're going like this, you'll see a lot of dealers. You're gonna go to a lot of casinos and you're gonna see a lot of dealers lean in like this, okay? It's terrible, terrible game protection. People could be doing anything over here. They could be picking your pocket while you're doing that, you know what I mean? So you have to pull from the inside. The idea is to keep in mind, you wanna keep your shoulders straight. You wanna be forward of the game and be watching all the action. So you have to use your inside hand, and you have to practice so you could run down checks with your non-dominant hand, okay? You have to, all right? Then you can stack this up. Now at this point, you want to hand off with your outside hand wherever this money goes, except the one exception is the person next to stick. That's fine, just push those out there, okay? Especially if you're a little smaller, you're gonna have to get used to using your fingertips and pushing the money that way. That's fine, okay? Go ahead. Anybody have a question so far? All right. Next up. Okay, here we're gonna mark the point of 4, all right? As bets come into the thing, the first thing you have to count for is change. So there was one instance where he put $55, okay? Or let's say it's $54 across someone wants, all right? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this money inside and give the person the change. Dollar change, just like this, you feel me? It has to go through the come. You cannot hand off money from your stack. Again, you are going to see people that do that. They stamp payouts and they hand them off right there, just like that, without going to the come. It's not allowed. Believe it or not, a lot of great casinos now, they no longer, you go to Aria, you better go through the come. Even Aria, you can't do this, okay? You can't hand off change, you can't flick change, you can't, you know what I mean? You have to go through the come. So whatever the change is, the first thing you do is get the change out of the way. Now, when you set up bets, place bets specifically. Outside hand, small money. Inside hand, big money. Okay? We're gonna stamp them out. Just like this. Okay? Although that wasn't very clean, because again, I work better on third base. All right? All right. So little money, little hand. The outside hand, big money, inside hand, and go straight into the box person. All right? Now, I have a little disagreement out there with someone, and you know who you are, who wants you to take 2 hands and put the caps after. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to do. Because if you get more than one place bet, you're going to lose track of, you're going to have to go back to all these caps. It's silly. You go out and set up one place bet at a time. So small money in the outside hand, big money in the inside hand. Now, then the question is, okay, what if I have